What's up guys, I'm Dr. Kehkashan Mumtaz, and as you all know, I'm done with my USMLE Step 1 and Step 2 CK. When it comes to USMLE, we discuss a lot about the prep time and the study material, but we often forget to talk about one of the key factors, which is our attitude on the test day. Now you can have everything sorted, you're well prepared, you've been scoring 250 above in your NBMEs, but that little performance anxiety can turn everything upside down. And especially when the exam lasts for about 8 to 9 long hours, as in the case of Step 1 and Step 2, consider mixing that anxiety with mental fatigue and exhaustion, which is nothing but a recipe for disaster. So here's me discussing all about the do's and don'ts on the day of exam and the night before it, so that you're a little less anxious and a little more prepared, both mentally and physically, for your big day. The day before your exam. Don't study anything new. Just keep revising the flashcards you made. And when to stop studying. For an exam that lasts almost half a day, it's wise to take a good period of rest before that exam, so that the next day you're ready for all the bombardment. If you continue studying till your bedtime, chances are in the exam you'll try and find answers related to the last topic you studied, and that will kind of overshadow your long-term memory. So most students stop studying after like 5 p.m. because the exam starts early in the morning. After you're done with the studies, just close your book and go for a nice walk, call your friends and family and try to collect all the good wishes and positivity that you'll need for the difficult day ahead. Warning, do not call up your ex or try to patch things up. Now is not the time for it. Sleep the night before your exam. If there's anything as important as your preparation, in fact more, it is to sleep the night before your exam day. I get it, it can be really difficult to switch off that mental chaos. Some of my friends tried antihistamines and benzodiazepines in order to fall asleep. Now, I won't recommend that because it is said to interfere with your cognitive abilities a little bit. But try whatever works for you. I mean, meditation worked for me, so you can try that. Apart from that, try making a sleep schedule. Most of the exams are held in the morning. And it can be a task to wake up that early and be fully awake and aware by about 7 a.m. And it is especially difficult for those of us who are night owls. So it's a good idea to train your brain and body beforehand to wake up that early in the morning, right? Follow the required sleep schedule for at least 2 to 3 weeks. That gives your circadian rhythm enough time to adjust according to the test timing. For example, if you are required to reach your center at 7 a.m., then try to sleep at 10 p.m. every night for a month. Make it your routine. Breakfast is a must. Do not skip breakfast. Like I have mentioned before, your test is going to last for the whole day, right? So you will need all the ATP in the world and a continuous supply of brain glucose. Choose food options which have low glycemic index, which provide you with enough energy but at the same time don't make you fall asleep. Khichdi, for example. Apart from that, you can consider taking a lot of water bottles and few snacks with you. The center will provide you with a space, a locker where you can keep all that stuff, so don't worry about that. Pro tip, do not take lots of snacks with you, lots of chips and packets with you, because that will just clutter the locker space and will just be a source of chaos and anxiety during breaks. About caffeinated drinks. Most of the students take caffeinated drinks during the exam as it helps them stay awake. But I'll recommend you to take caffeinated beverages only and only if you use them regularly. Drinking a whole can of Red Bull during the exam, when your body does not know to tolerate caffeine at all, will just increase your anxiety, cloud your brain and make matters worse, No, it won't give you wings. Now at the exam center. Firstly, make it a point to reach the exam center about 20 to 30 minutes before your scheduled time of exam. If your test center is far from your place, consider booking a room for the night before so that in the morning you don't have to worry about traffic or reaching the center on time. Once you reach the center, and if you get to choose your seat, then choose the one which is far from the door, because if you don't already know, there will be other people giving different exams, which is not going to be USMLE step 1 or step 2, and there will be a lot of typing and it is going to be a bit noisy, and especially when you're giving the exam, there's a whole lot of, like, everything makes you annoyed and everything bothers you, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. The test center will provide you with noise cancelling headphones and earmuffs. Check those headphones and earmuffs before the start of your exam. So make it a point to check, to try them on and check before you start your exam. During breaks, plan your break beforehand. USMLE, both step 1 and step 2 CK, provide you with official 45 minutes break time and extra amount of time that gets added if you finish any of your blocks like before 60 minutes, right? Pro tip: if you're familiar with the pattern of the exam and know where all the buttons on your screen are placed, then skip the tutorial part, and that way you'll be able to add about 15 minutes to your break time, making it a total of 60 minutes. What not to do during breaks? Suppose you have a long break time, like 7 to 8 minutes. You go to your locker. Do not try to flip through the pages of first aid book trying to find a particular answer of the question from your block, or try to find some information from the first aid book. In fact, just leave your first aid book or any other book that you were planning to carry to the exam center in your room. Please do that. And yeah, when you go to the locker, you have 7 to 8 minutes break. You go to your locker, take few sips of water, keep yourself hydrated, have 2 to 3 spoons of the food you took, and yeah, sort of keep the energy going, right? And just try to relax. If you have a small break, like about 3 to 5 minutes break time, then avoid moving out of the test room. Try to sit and relax on your seat, because that way you'll be able to save some extra time by avoiding the unnecessary security checks every time you enter the test room, and it is hell for people who have specs. After your exam, you did it. You're a free bird now. You can do whatever you want. You can start reading your new novel. You can go watch your favorite movie. You can consider making a YouTube channel, sharing your experience with other people, if you know what I mean. Warning: your brain will keep reminding you and keep questioning all the answers as it remembers from the blocks, and it will keep waking you up from sleep for about a month. But do not doubt yourself. You gave it your best shot, and hopefully the score will show that, right? With that, goodbye guys, and good luck for your exams. I'll see you in the next video. If there's anything that I forgot to mention about the test day, or any doubt that you have about the test day, then write it down in the comments and I'll address them there. So yeah.